Well, hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Kathy. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you. This is our Sew Along Saturday, and what we are working on is this right here. We are putting the rows of the Woodruff quilt together. Now, remember, I did enlarge my Woodruff by 2 rows wider and 2 rows longer. So I will be adding borders to mine, but not today. You will see I've already assembled, I think, 5 rows, and I have my rows pressed and ready to start assembling here. I have them all on the hanger here to make it easier for me to grab them. So what I will do is grab the very top one. I will lay it on my table, and I have some that has directional fabrics in it. That is how I know which one goes where, because that's going to go towards the top. And what I start doing once I get it laid out, I start pinning on this end. So let me get a second row. I know this is my next row because this is how I have them hung up. I had them all pressed, all put on the hanger. I'm not sure I really like this hanger. It is what it is, and it's doing its job for right now. It was the best thing I could come up with right now. So I check my directional fabric to make sure I have it going the correct direction. And I just turn it. And I'm going to be sewing from the other end, so I start pinning from the bottom of it first, or this end of it first. What I do, I line up the end, and all of the seams will nest. We did press everything to our background or our solid square. So that should make everything easy if you pressed everything correctly. It should be real easy to nest. So I'm just nesting as I go here. And guys, good morning. This is our Saturday sew along. This is our last week for the Woodruff. I may not get all of my rows done because I'm going to try to only sew for an hour. And I think I have 6 rows right now that needs to be done, because I've only done 5. And what I'm going to do is do these 6 and then sew the 2 together. I do have markers where I know which one is the top of the row and which is the bottom. And I do have those also laid out. That's how I have everything hung up on this hanger here. Now, when I get to the beginning of the row, I call this the beginning because this is the end I have to sew from. I just crumple it all up together. Now, it has pins in it, and I can't count on both of my hands and both of my feet the number of times I poked myself when doing those 5 rows. I did the 5 rows because I knew, since I did enlarge it 2 wider and 2 longer, I wanted to go on and get, at least that sewn so we don't have that in our time. I am hoping that I can get all of these done. I'm trying to think. I don't know that I'm going to press. I may press after I get all of them sewn together, because what I'll probably do is break out my ironing board, my big board, and press it that way, because it'll be a lot easier to do that. Now, yesterday I did drop off my linen that I love. So we have had some finishes. I bound the Preppy. We finished the linen that I love. And I'm going to call the Preppy a finish because it wasn't finished until it was bound. So I have a feeling I'm going to have a very big long arm bill in the month of August. Because these quilts are, well, this one especially is going to be bed size. So I definitely want to have this one long arm because it is bed sized. And once I get all of the rows attached, I will decide if I need the borders or not, which I'm probably going to do borders. I just like borders to kind of tie everything together. And borders make it easy for me to bind because I can measure the border out and trim it to that size. You'll see right now, all I'm doing is just sewing these two rows together. I'm making sure that I don't have any pinned in between. But I do have on the ends of each block is pinned. I just have to make sure it stays even. And guys, tomorrow y'all will see I did a little shopping haul at my local quilt shop, and I did an order on Amazon, and I did an order on Fat Quarter Shop. Fat Quarter Shop should be here today. Amazon, I actually ordered it yesterday, and it's showing that it's coming today. So now, of course, my Fat Quarter Shop, it was something I had to go on and do because there was some things that I needed. So, but it'll be here today. So I'm so glad the No Buy July is over with. My goodness, y'all. I keep itching. I feel like a mosquito must have gotten in here and is getting me. It would not surprise me. The mosquitoes are awful outside right now. We had another little thunderstorm yesterday that kind of got everything stirred up. Okay, so we got that row done. So what I'm going to do is just open it up and see all of my lettering and stuff is going the correct direction. So the next thing I do is I pull the next row that I need. And check the direction of it. I know I've got these alphabet blocks on every row, so that way I could tell which way should go up or down. And I actually think I got my blocks kind of messed up because I stopped. I should have been turning them over to sew them, and I stopped doing that because I had stopped sewing them. And when I came back to it, I had forgotten how I was doing it. So this is going to be very random then. This is not going to be planned out, technically. But as you can tell by up here, it's not going to hurt anything. It's going to be a beautiful quilt. It's going to be a Christmassy quilt, which I'm very excited about. I love Christmas quilts, y'all. I start this in July. If y'all did not notice, I start Christmas in July. Now, I know back in June, I'm having to think, I ordered from Green Fairy Quilts another Judy Madsen fat quarter bundle, so I'm waiting on that to come in. That won't come in until September. Oh, guys, and if you want the spooky box with Fat Quarter Shop, you need to run over there now and prepay for it, because it is out there, and you can pre-order. Y'all, I have a seam that's kind of coming undone here, so I need to stitch it all the way to where it needs to be. We don't like that when things start coming unstitched. And I know my long armor doesn't either, because they put blue tape on it and let me know, hey, this was coming undone. Thought you might want to know. And I do. I want to know if it's coming unstitched, because, and I have that a lot of times, so I'm probably going to have to start doing a reverse stitch on it, so it quits coming undone like that. Because I don't normally do back stitching on when I'm piecing. I don't normally back stitch, which I should. I see people doing it all the time, and I know I should. But normally when it comes apart, it's only like 2 stitches, and I can catch that in the 1/4 inch. But that one there was more than a 1/4 inch and more than 2 stitches. So I sewed that, and my long armor will appreciate that. Now, I will be keeping an eye on the time tonight. Like I said, I was wondering why that was so bulked out there. It's because it was the wrong one. I was trying to pin to the wrong side. Because I want to see how long this takes. And, you know, like I said, I'm only doing 6 rows, I believe. So it shouldn't take very long. Because if you are doing the Woodruff, I hope you are. I hope you're sewing along with me. Next Saturday, we will still be sewing along, but not on the Woodruff. You'll be sewing your project, and I'll be sewing my project. Probably when that y'all saw yesterday, I may pick that one up again. I don't know. I really don't know. That one there is very close to being done, because I'm already assembling the rows. So I may go on and do that one again. But I don't know. I'm not real sure what this upcoming week looks like. We have some family matters that require mine and my husband's attention. But you know how it is. Sometimes you have family matters that pull you away from your sewing. And it's okay, because I sew for my family. And that's what's most important to me. I sew because of my family. Whether it be a good reason or because they're driving me totally insane. It could be one of either reasons, I'm telling you. But, like, all of my kids and my grandkids, they're fine. This is with my husband's family. Just asking for y'all to keep us in your thoughts and prayers. You know, our well wishes. Whatever you do, we're asking for it. It can make all the difference in the world, you know, so we know the struggles, and we just want to be there for our family. I hope everything is fine and I'm able to bring you guys videos all week. But if not, I will put a post out there on my community tab so y'all know what's going on. I don't know if it's a community tab anymore now. I think it just says post. But I will keep y'all updated if anything happens and I have to be away for a few days. But right now, we are on row 3 of 6. And I think we've been at it for about 20 minutes. That's what I'm seeing here, about 20 minutes. And this seems to be going fairly quick like. I think I'm going to start doing on Sundays like a wrap up of projects that I've been working on. Say they need to be pressed, like this will need borders on it. Anything like that to, complete a project, because the Woodruff pattern, I can't seem to find my pattern. I thought I had it laying right here. It might have fell somewhere, but I thought I had it laying right here. I could have picked it up and put it in a project box. It's not in the Woodruff box, but I will find it. It did not call for, borders. And so I'm not going to run that in the video, because the video, like I said, the pattern did not call for the borders. I am doing the borders extra. You will see the borders, though, in my updates, hopefully on Monday. Hopefully. Now, this is being pre-recorded for you for Saturday morning. It technically is Saturday morning. Yeah, it technically is Saturday morning. I'm just sewing very late because my sister and I are getting up pretty early this morning. And when I say pretty early, probably about 8 o'clock, 7 or 8. And we are headed out of town. I have never been to what she calls a shahasteria. I don't know if that's really what it's called. And I don't even know the restaurant's name. She sent it to me and I didn't go to the link because I've been working all day Saturday. And like I said, all day Friday. And technically, it is Saturday morning. And I've been working all day sewing. I did take a break, and my parents and I went and ate dinner about 4 o'clock. I want to say this evening, but like I said, technically it is Saturday morning. It just struck Saturday morning about 30 minutes ago. But I'm still wide awake, guys. My cat's not even coming in here to tell me it's bedtime. Probably because he now knows it does no good. Okay. This is exciting. We're going to row number 4. Let me grab a row off. Row number 4. Let's see which one. Okay, this is going to be the right direction. Woo, sorry. I hit you guys. And oh my goodness, for all of you that have followed me over to Tammy's channel and watched the land that I love, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I so truly appreciate this. Sharing the love with Tammy, joining her channel. She is about to start doing some videos, I think, on her mystery quilt. I think that's what she was telling me. She was going to do some videos on her mystery quilt. So if y'all want to join us on the mystery quilts, that would be super. I know she would be excited to have you guys over there with her. I have already gotten my background. She did tell us on the live Thursday night that the background needs to be 2 yards. Now, the background, I'm going to kind of give y'all a little tip. She does have a person that I think is making a quilt kit for the mystery quilt. You can go get a quilt kit if you'd like, or you can smash your stash if you have 2 yards. Now, I'm going to tell you kind of what she showed me. She showed me a print, white background with a print on it. It had multiple colors in it. Not something big like Tilda or Cave, you know, not something real big and nothing like that. Just like a medium print on it, and then you're gonna need a medium, a dark, a medium, and a light. Not sure of that yardage yet. She will be telling us that in the month of August. So sometime soon we will be getting that. So if that's something you might like to do, you can go join her channel. Her channel is The Siberian Wind. I'm not real sure of... I've never completed one of her patterns yet. This is a pattern that she has designed herself. And she has got, like I said, she's got a kit. And where you get the kit, you don't get the pattern. The pattern comes from Tammy directly. If I recall correctly, that is how the pattern comes. Oops, I hit that pin. That'll be okay though, because I got a needle over here I can replace it with. I think I'm down to 1 needle. And that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make sure my seams nest. So guys, we are right at 30 minutes right now. And I hope y'all are sewing and enjoying the sewing. I am loving this quilt. I may want to put it on my bed as soon as I get it back from the lawn warmers. Y'all, I love it that much. I love this fabric. It's, oh, what did I say this line was? I can't even remember what the line is now. I use so many lines. I did use Christmas Eve. This is a Sweetwater line. Could be Christmas card or could be On Dasher. On Dasher. It's the gray from On Dasher with the medallions in it. That's what it looks like. It looks like, I don't know, diamonds with circles in the middle of them. Okay. We're about halfway done with this row now. I keep having to match them up. And guys, the more rows you get on here, the harder it gets to hold them in your lap. That's why I did those and hung them up, because it is very hard to hold them in your lap when it gets to be that many. And I'm going to be doing more on this part of the quilt than I did on that part. So I will be attaching the two halves of the quilts together. That's going to be interesting. Really interesting. You can't let too much get sewn under there, under your needle, because what'll happen is it'll start pulling and your fabric will pull too. You have to have a way. I don't have a way. I don't know. I guess I just hadn't found a way. But I try to put my hand on it and guide it. Get it lined up and guide it. That's the best I can do, guys. That's the best I can do. And that's all we're doing is the best we can do. Your best is good enough. Because only you will know if it's your best or not. Now, guys, I'm going to tell y'all, like my land that I love, that I carried to the long arm today. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. It was a hot mess in some places. But you know what? It was the best I could do at the moment I was doing that. And there comes a moment when you realize that it's okay to not be perfect. And it's not a rat race. If you cannot complete your Woodruff today, do not worry about it. It's okay. It's not a race. I'm trying to get mine done. I'm just saying this because I want my month of August to be a lot of completes. And the reason I say a lot, because I have UFOs and whips back here that I want to get done. Y'all know I have, well, this one is current. I've got to catch my peaceful baskets up. And I've got to catch my poppy cotton. Well, my poppy cotton, it's time to have my poppy cotton done. So we got our row. So we are going to line up and pin and make sure, yep, my green and red, that's right. I had green and red for all four corners. It had a red block in the center with the alphabets on it and green corner pieces. So that is how I know, you know, which one was the first row and which one was the last row. Because the alphabets are going the correct, you know, up and down. They're directional. So I made sure those were directional. That one there looks like it is pressed the wrong way. I do not know how I did that. That's okay. I'm going to pin it the right way. It may be pressed the wrong, so I'm going to put double pins, because if I don't double pin, it's going to fold the wrong way. That was in one of my lapses, apparently, there. But, you know, that's what happens when I sew late. That is what happens. And it's just my brain. See, this one is sewn the wrong way, too. And it's the same one. I don't know what happened to me on this one. I think I must have been sewing the wrong side. Pressing the wrong side or something. Because, yep. This one here is done the same way. So what happened apparently was I must have thought like this side of the block was the one I needed to be pressing and not this one. And what I did, I pressed this other side the wrong way. But that's going to be okay, because when I sew it, it's going to be sewn the correct direction. I just have to double pin it to make sure that happens. Because I have to pin that flap down that did not get pressed. And then when I press it, you know, after I sew it, it will be pressed correctly. Oh, guys, I can feel the tiredness setting in me now. I'm getting there. Okay, so we're going to flip it up here. Get our threads down into the side where they're not in the way. Okay, once I get that needle in, I can start making sure my fabrics are lined up and even. I can put it on that 1/4 inch mark. Now that one is going the wrong direction and I didn't put a pin on it. But I will hold it down. That's okay because I got it down. Guys, are y'all coming along really well on yours? What are you working? Are you doing the Woodruff? I know some of y'all probably already have your Woodruff done and completed. If you are doing the Woodruff, and y'all, I still have not got that Facebook post. It's probably not going to happen, but you know, I'm sorry. I'm not a very good Facebook poster. I really don't get on Facebook a lot. Okay, I'm missing a pin. I wonder if it's in me. I'm going to just go ahead and pin it here while I'm at it. I'm pushing too much too far, too fast. I guess I was too hopeful that I had more of this sewn up. Guys, I am so looking forward to later today going out of town with my sister. It is going to be so much fun. She wants to go to, I think it's called Whole Foods. And I think that'll be great because I'm hoping that I can find some pork belly there because I can't find it here. And my brother-in-law, he gets it, but I don't know where he gets it from. It may be his friend. His friend has a restaurant and he makes pork belly for him. Now, this is my brother-in-law that has lost over 150 pounds on the carnivore diet. Now, and he does, every now and then, he'll eat something that's not animal-based. Okay, so we are now on our last block of this row. I'm just making sure everything is lined up. One day I'm going to do that and I'm going to have my knuckle too far in and that needle is going to get it. But I hope not. Alrighty. Okay, we are at 48 minutes. So all I'm going to do is just open this up and grab my last row. I don't need that hanger anymore. I can throw it over there out of my way. So I know how I need to lay this because I've already seen my alphabet block. I'm going to pull it up here. Now I know I'm going to have those seams that were not pressed correctly, so I will have to fold those and double pin those correctly. So that's going to be a little pain in the keister, isn't it? But we will make it work. That's what we're about. We're about making things work. And yeah, I'm getting so excited too. It is almost season opening for our hockey team, for our ice hockey team. So excited about that. My niece has already messaged me and was like, hey, opening game is on this day. Y'all want tickets? Yes, I do. My brother-in-law is getting tickets for my dad and my stepmom to go. And my dad, he can't climb the steps. Well, I can't really climb the steps right now either. There's absolutely no way. Because there's no rails. So I can't do the steps yet. I have to have rails to go up and down steps. Because my knee is just not strong enough for that. And it's not ever going to be. Because with it bone on bone, it's just not going to be. But I don't let that stop me. I do not let that stop me from going and doing what I want to do. I just have to figure a way out around it. But I also know, man, them seats are so hard. It's them hard plastic seats. I can't stand those seats. So, I don't know. I may go. I may not go. I may go this one time and realize there is absolutely no way that I can do it. Because as much fun as it is still hard seats and still stairs. Are y'all looking forward to any sports opening up? We always love hockey, but my sister, she wants to go watch a Stars game, which is, I think, Dallas. But I told her, I said, I'll go once they get the Amtrak running to Dallas. Until then, I'm not, because I'm not driving Dallas. And she definitely isn't driving Dallas. Because if she was driving Dallas, I would not go with her. I would not ride with her. I don't ride with her here. Because she's a scared driver. She's scared of everything. And that's truthful. She is. When I'm driving. And I'm a very safe driver even. And when I say very safe, I mean I'm a very cautious driver. I guess because I'd been in a car accident when I was younger. And driving has always scared me. I was literally like 20 before I even got my driver's license. I was so terrified of driving. But I finally got my license like when I was 20, so I've only trusted really like one person's driving. Like even dating, I only trusted one person's driving. And I don't know why I trusted his driving, because he drove like a maniac. I mean, no, I don't ride with my husband either. Just to tell you, my husband used to own, no longer does, not while I'm here, he don't. He used to own Corvettes. And he liked to drive them like they were race cars. So no. I am like I said though, I'm a very careful driver. And she's one of those that, and grab the handlebars and grab the you know, the bar at the top of the door. And I'm just like, you've got to stop doing that. You're going to cause me to have a wreck. Because you scare me when you do that. Okay, guys, I'm almost there. We are getting it there. Now, I know I will still need to sew these two together. But this way, you'll see kind of how long this is supposed to be. Because technically, well, I did do 5 rows. I did 3 more than I had to. But what I was trying to do was sew what I thought was equivalent to what I had added. Because I had added 2 rows wide, which are longer than the 2 rows long, you know. So the 2 rows wide, that's why I figured 5 rows. Because technically I added 4, but 2 of those rows were longer. So I did 5. I did 5 rows to account for the additional, you know, the additional rows that I had done. Added on. Okay, let's see here. We got this one all lined up. And y'all, I figured out why my machine was making all that noise the other day. Apparently, it had gone dry. And when I say dry, it just needed oil. So I oiled it real good. And I mean, it took like 3 full drops of oil. So I'm like, how did it get that dry? Because I had just oiled it like the day before. But I guess I had a big sewing day or something, and I oiled it before I started this. So okay, so we are done. Yay! And we're at 59 minutes and 47 seconds. And I didn't press a single thing. So guys, that is the time that we have made 6 rows, attach them to one another. Look at this. Now, I tried not to have the same colors, but I'm going to attach this to the bottom of this back here. And let's see how long that is. That is 6 rows long. So friends, thank you so much for joining me this morning to do our Saturday morning sew along. Next Saturday, it will be something different. It will just be a project that I have going on, but y'all feel free to join me. Bring your own project and we'll sew together while I chit chat. So thank you so much for joining me once again. I do truly appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your busy day, just stopping by to sit and sew with me. Subscribe if you have not yet. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.